Well, we've got a bunch of reasons to be thankful for here tonight, especially the couple former world number ones playing in prime time. It's the Australian Open. We're taking you out live to second round coverage at the top of the hour. That's coming your way from Sydney. Jordan Spieth, the defending champ in this event, and with some serious work to do. He opened with a 1 under. 70 Spieth stuck in neutral day 2 as well. 1 over so far in his round through 16 holes. He is at even par for the tournament. While Jason Day got off to a quick start. A 5 under 66 in his first round. Just 3 off the lead with 18 holes in the books. J-Day tees off at 8:10 Eastern time. We're going to set you up for his second round as Golf Central starts right now.
Golf Central. Brought to you by Titleist.
So here's the current leaderboard for the Australian Open as we take a look at 9 under. Currently the number, Cam Davis, who is the first round leader, yet to tee off. He goes at 8:05 Eastern time. He had then 8 under 63. Just an incredible round. Matt Jones, who won this event a couple of years ago, he is just 3 off the pace. Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for spending your holiday with us here on Golf Central. A couple turkeys sitting on the desk, and George Savaricas, Golf Channel analyst, Tripp Eisenhower. And Tripp, just real quick as we take a gauge at the top of the leaderboard, that 63 was a heck of a
yeah, and you know what? This golf course is just going to get firmer. The winds are always very strong at the Australian. This is a tough day. It's always tougher in the afternoon, so look for those players to face a tough challenge in round number 2.
Let's get to those Jordan Spieth scores from the 3 guys that are in that group, and Matt Jones and Cameron Smith. You see it 5 under each. Spieth, the big surprise, and they tie for 41st at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of a little bit of hit and miss and an up and down day yesterday, and just really can't get anything going in round number 2.
So let's look at the first round highlights from Jordan Spieth. After bogeys on 1 and 2, this is the 4th.
Yeah, I said this was the longest in-between tournaments since college, and he was a little bit rusty, but no rust there on the flat stick.
So that would get him to 1 over at the time. This is 3rd shot to the par 5 fifth.
Yeah, and he said definitely this part of his game, the short game, was hit or miss. He had a lot of easy chips that he let get away. That one was an easy chip that he did not let get away on the par 5.
Another bogey at 6. Spieth approach to 9.
Yeah, this back going towards the clubhouse, short iron approach, perfectly played.
So you make birdie there, getting him back to level par. Spieth, his tee shot to the par 3 11.
You know what? He's won here before, George. Did you know that? He won here. So he's got a little local knowledge. He knows a few things about the golf course. Knows where to hit the ball to get it close to the hole. There's a hill to the left, and he's a smart fella. He does his homework. Jordan Spieth with a beautiful shot, sets up an easy birdie.
So he was at 1 under par at the time after a bogey at 12. Spieth, his second.
I'm hearing a lot of themes here. After a bogey somewhere, and then we see this, we see the fantastic shot. So that's what we mean by up and down day to 4 feet.
So Spieth will make another birdie, get back to 1 under once again.
George, what? After a bogey, where?
At 14.
Here he is at 18. You know what he said? He said it was a good thing that he got done on 18. He birdied 18. He said, good, because I could have even bogeyed the 19th hole the way it was going today.
So Jordan Spieth with that 1 under 70, but through 34 holes. Are you surprised at all, or given the layoff, it's kind of hard to shake the rust?
I am a little surprised. I mean, I expected yesterday, you know, the way he finished. You know, he said he got off to a really bad start and to finish 3 under par really from that point that he put himself in. I thought Jordan Spieth had the momentum going into round number 2, but just today, he just cannot get anything going. At least today, he's not got as many blemishes. He's playing the very difficult 8th hole right now. It's back into a win. It's a long par 4. It's been taking a bite out of a lot of players' scorecard, and if he messes up there, George, he's going to be on the cut line because the cut line is 1 over par right now. Now, in the afternoon, these players are going to have a tougher time, just like yesterday. The winds pick up out there. The winds were blowing some 17, 18 miles an hour. That's supposed to be forecast for today, so we'll see that if that cut bounces around a little bit. But Jordan Spieth needs another birdie to get back in this golf tournament.
So a guy who's going to be in the teeth of that wind, that's Jason Day. Let's take a look at how he was able to put together that 5 under 66 number in his first round. J-Day playing the back first, par 3 11.
You know, and the thing to look for Jason Day, when he plays well, he hits it flag high. He hits the right shot. He has difficulty at times going off speed, but there is nothing wrong with that right there. So we're going to put a check mark next to his iron game.
Par 3 second hole.
And this distance this year, he has absolutely struggled, but not in his home country. And again, this is the same distance, George. We've seen him miss a ton of putts this last year inside of 10 feet, but Jason Day going in the right direction.
Par 4 7th, second shot.
And beautiful, a shallow angle of attack, which you need on these tight lies in Australia. They're very tight, they're firm. You've got to nip it off there with the bounce. That's exactly how you do it.
Double at 8. He was at 6 under, dropped him back to 4, trying to get a birdie on that.
Yeah, back the other way, the opposite direction, and opposite direction on the scorecard from that double bogey, and that's a bounce back finish.
So Jason Day certainly had his struggles at the beginning of 2017. If you take a look at the previous 10 starts, he only had one top 10. Since his last 8, though, he's kicked it into gear.
He really has, and he said, you know, the driver is the big key. He really started focusing on getting back into the driver. He lost a little bit of confidence there, and it seems that the confidence is coming around on the greens for him as well.
Here's Day after turning in that round of 66.
It was good to be able to get that first 13, 14 holes in without too much wind, so you can kind of get it going low. But I played some good golf coming in. It was a nice birdie on 7 and a good birdie on 9. So 8 is playing brutal today. It's a very, very long hole. It's tough. I made the mistake going left there. You know, you can blow it way right and still have a shot into the green, and unfortunately I made that mistake. But I felt like I played some pretty solid golf out there. I didn't miss many fairways and I didn't miss many greens. I just need to, I think the biggest thing for me is just try and play the way I've been playing, but hold more putts. That's the hardest thing that I've been trying to get across the line is, you know, really capitalizing on the opportunities that I've had. I feel like I'm starting to drive the ball a lot better, and that's giving me the opportunities going into the greens. I just need to somehow just turn those just good solid par holes into, that's a great birdie hole.
So you hear Jason talking about what's clicking with his game. How important is this stretch to set him up for next year?
I think it's hugely important. Number one, to gain some confidence in the putter. And that's really the one thing. Look, Jason Day was the best putter by miles on the PGA Tour 2 seasons ago. Where his fall-off came was not in the long-distance putts, which he's very, very solid. Outside of 15, 20 feet, he's one of the best in the business. It continued this year in 2017. What didn't continue was his misses inside of 10 feet. Boy, they were all over the place, and he said he lost his confidence and it spilled into the rest of his game, mainly the driver. You heard him say there, he's got the driver back, driving it great, which is one of his weapons. He's able to attack golf courses with his length and his power, and then once he gets on the greens, putting is one of his things. As a putter, if you're a great putter, you never lose it. You might lose your confidence for a little bit, George, and I think that's what we saw out of Jason Day in 2017. I think we're going to see it turn around in 2018 and get back to seeing Jason Day win again. And boy, we've seen what happens, George, when these players end a season with the win and the confidence, and that would do a lot for Jason Day because he has not to win. He's yet to win in 2017.
Still to come, can Justin Rose continue his white-hot run this fall? Rose yet again off to a fast start in China. And what does Tommy Fleetwood have in store for an encore after taking the race to Dubai? This is Golf Central.